Okay. So, I've been following a lot of drama commentary channels recently, and by recently I mean for like the past year. um, and I've been following the whole Joshua David Evans thing. Uh, by the way, if you hear a noise in the background, I have my air conditioner on. We're in a heat wave right now. um, but I just it's been a whole mess. Ever since Josh did the Swoop documentary, which, by the way, love Swoop, all love the Swoop. Uh, Ever since he did the documentary, his like interview portion of it, um, I've kind of been on his side until now, obviously. But I always thought of him as being in a very shitty, abusive marriage, which he was. He was a victim in that abuse. I'm not going to take that away from him. However, watching Adam McIntyre's videos, Peter Mon, Vangelina Scott, Fat Sajak, love them all, by the way. All love to them. If you see this video and you're not subscribed to them, please go subscribe to all of them. They are wonderful human beings, honestly. And, as far as I know, they are all queer like moi. So, a good thing as well. Um, but, I'm just doing this, no editing, no retakes, no nothing. I'm doing this like a Peter Mon. Love Peter Mon, by the way. He is amazing. He seems like such a genuine guy. I love that guy. Um, but ever since the Swoop doc, I always thought of Josh as like, okay, well, he was in an abusive marriage and he got out of it, and now he's happy and stuff with his new wife, his cats, his dogs. I think I don't know. I didn't keep up with him necessarily. I just watched the Swoop doc, uh, and then I was like, you know what? Good for him. I hope he's happy. Fast forward to about 2-3 weeks ago. Adam McIntyre posted a video of Rachel Ballinger, who, if you're not caught up with all of that, oh boy, um, VidCon had invited Rachel Ballinger for some reason, got a lot of flack from it, and then disinvited her. And Rachel put out this video that someone clipped of her, like, uh, oh, well, my sister was accused of blah, 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 and yeah, whatever. Who cares, Rachel? Um, and then she goes, but the big stuff she was accused of? Fuck that. She looks like Donald Trump saying it. Um, so Adam posted that video, and you might be wondering, what the hell does that have to do with Joshua David Evans? We're getting there. You know what? I'm taking a page out of Peter Mon's playbook. This is gonna be a while. Um, but Adam had said that he was reached out to for a Colleen Ballinger documentary. Uh, and he said he didn't want to do it. He's been reached out to for the entire month, from May to whenever he posted the Rachel Ballinger video, sometime in June. It's currently June, but you know what I'm saying. Um, and people were guessing in the chat who else reached out, because it wasn't just the documentary crew, it was someone else involved in the Colleen Ballinger story. My personal guess was Cody Tyler, because they've been posting for like a while now, but Adam had seen one of their videos, and like reacted to it live on stream. It was extremely funny, I'm not gonna lie. But that was my personal guess, is that it was gonna be Cody, maybe Corey DeSoto, even though he was a fucking creep too, whatever. But no, turns out it was Joshua David Evans, and he would not leave Adam alone, even when Adam said he didn't want to be in the documentary. So Josh got way too fucking pissed. Like, Joshua was something else. and he's made all these different videos and like call out posts and leaving a sunflower emoji in Adam McIntyre's videos, which there's a whole lore thing there from my understanding, from what Adam explained and what Peter Mon explained. From my understanding, Colleen Ballinger would use the sunflower emoji as a sort of dog whistle, if you will, to make fun of fans or call out fans and stuff like that. And the fact that Joshua left a sunflower emoji in Adam McIntyre's video comments, and Adam McIntyre is a victim of Colleen Ballinger's grooming. I don't know. It was really, really weird. And then eventually, when Peter Mon had made a video of his own, like responding to all the drama and shit, Joshua actually left a sunflower emoji on his video. Now, I have a point I'm gonna get to in a second. Recently, I mean, this was all recent, of course, the last couple weeks. But there's this YouTuber called Gavin Reads It All, and he is a booktuber. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a YouTuber who like reviews books and reads books and everything to do with books. I'm not really on that side of YouTube, but he does seem like a really nice, genuine guy, and I do wish him all the best. So he came out with his own video saying that Joshua David Evans, yes, 3 first names, Joshua David Evans has been his YouTube manager for give or take a month. Before the documentary shit started, before any of them were reached out to, before any of that drama happened, Gavin has been under Josh's YouTube management thing for a little bit. He signed a contract, and immediately Josh suggested sponsorships such as BetterHelp, which is not a good company. Do not go through them. And he also gave AI-generated thumbnails and descriptions to Gavin, which, ew, disgusting, get that shit away. And even Gavin was like, this is, no, nuh-uh. So, eventually Gavin came out with this YouTube video, and he was saying how, you know, all the shit that Joshua was doing and saying, and then Gavin wasn't even aware of the drama online until Joshua brought it up to him. So it's like, you're doing this to yourself, Josh. This is your doing. What is wrong with you? I just realized how much I look like a 12-year-old boy here. I'm almost 25, by the way. I understand the Pokemon poster here. I got other posters around my room. The wall is, ignore the wall right now. And my haircut, listen, I got baby face. I can't help it. I'm almost 25. I'm sorry. But anyway, Gavin had made that video, and I had watched it. And I also watched all the other reactions to it from the 4 drama channels I've mentioned before. Peter Mon, Adam McIntyre, Fat Sajak, Vangelina Skov. All of them are wonderful. I really like all of their videos individually. And I had watched their reaction videos to it as well. And I'm gonna say, YouTube videos don't really make me cry a lot, if any. Gavin's video broke my fucking heart. Because it just, he was so vulnerable with everything. He and Josh were emailing back and forth, and he wanted out of the contract. He didn't realize it was the way it was. Josh was taking 10% of his income. However, all of his income was going straight towards Josh and or Studio 71. I'm still unclear about that. If anyone can correct me, please do so. And Gavin was only getting it back when they were sending it to him. Like, all of his money. And he had bills to pay on the 1st of every month, on like certain days. He had to factor in you know, like travel expenses and food and all stuff like that. But Josh just wasn't fucking listening. It was like he did not give a shit. And I'm sure he didn't. Clearly, we're gonna react to Josh's goodbye video as well as his goodbye post that he put out like right after, because of course it can never just be a single goodbye for this man. Now I am gonna pull a Peter Mon because I don't know how to I don't know how to put like the video like up on another video like Evangelina Scott does and like Adam McIntyre. So I could do a Fat Say Jack and like cut, but I don't feel like doing that. So we're just gonna do a Peter Mon, just like one take, and that's it. But anyway, there is no, or I'm gonna keep the video muted because there is copyrighted music. Thank you, Fat Say Jack. Because I would not have known it would have been copyrighted. I don't even know what song it is. I didn't listen to it. But I just reacted to Fat Say Jack reacting to it. And it just, it's 3 minutes and 23 seconds long, and I am going to read you what it is because it's basically a fucking notes app apology or some shit. I was actually fairly surprised that he apologized at all, even if it came off as very, I'm only apologizing because I got caught. Or I'm only apologizing because I was made to apologize, you know? Like, it wasn't, I'm apologizing because I realized I did you wrong, Gavin, and I'm sorry. Adam McIntyre, I'm sorry. Peter Mon, I'm sorry. By the way, now that I said all three together, I'm actually gonna turn my turn my hair up a little bit. It got really chilly in here. One thing I wanted to mention, and that a lot of people clocked, basically, was that Joshua David Evans was publicly responding to all the gay men. Now, if you don't know, I feel like it's kind of obvious with some of them. Listen, I'm queer too, so please don't come for me on that. I understand. Like, I feel like it's obvious that I'm queer. Like, look at me. I look like a 12-year-old fucking boy. Like, if you didn't think that, you would think, ah, that's a lesbian right there. And you damn right. But anyway, Peter Mon, Adam McIntyre, and Gavin Reads It All are all queer men. As far as I know, they are all gay, but I don't want to, like, push labels or anything, so I'm just saying queer as an umbrella term. I myself identify as queer. I don't find it offensive or anything. Sexuality is fluid and confusing, so queer, you know? Evangelina Scott and Fat Say Jack, as far as I know, are also queer, but they're queer women. And Joshua David Evans was only coming after the queer men. He also age-shamed Peter Mon, as if Josh is, like, 30 years younger. What the fuck, Josh? So, we're gonna be reacting to this video. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it, so this isn't too long. I'm sure, if you're watching this video right now, you've gotta know who Peter Mon is. And if not, please go subscribe to him. He's a joy in this world, honestly. Peter will spend like the first 30 minutes of a video just rambling about his day. I love it so much. I love shit like that. He's just talking about his day and everything, and like catching up on the drama and like what he and his husband have been doing, and you know, just like his shows he watches and shit. I love it so much. So we're kind of pulling a Peter Mon here, in which I don't get started on the actual response until like 15 minutes into this. Oops. But anyway, I'm going to react to the video. I have my laptop here, so if you see it glowing, I know I'm extremely pale, but this is Joshua David Evans' This Is Goodbye video. He posted it 3 days ago. Premiered June 26, 2026. It is June 30th, and it's like 9:30 in the morning. And yes, we're still under a heat wave at 9:30 in the fucking morning! If you hear meowing, that's my cat outside my door. So, let's just get into this. I spent years of my life making videos, not because of some grand plan, but because I saw a VHS camera as a kid and was captivated. I created things every chance I got. Videos for school projects, corny lip syncs, skits with my friends, silly horror spoofs. Okay. What does that have to do with anything right now? Like, we get it. You've been in the internet space for a while. You have 1 million subscribers, Josh. You've been doing YouTube for a long time now. As far as I know, he started when I was like maybe 11. I don't know. I don't actually know how old his YouTube channel is, but I know I was definitely a kid when he started. Because he's been around quite a while. I don't understand this first paragraph. I don't know what that has to do with any situation that's going on right now with Adam and Gavin. I don't understand. When I discovered YouTube back in 2008, okay, so I would have been like 6 or 7. Listen, I fucking hate that meme, but it just kind of happened. I felt it. When I discovered YouTube back in 2008, it felt like I had finally found my place in the world. Over time, that became my identity, whether I fully understood it then or not. Okay, I mean, like, I can't be too harsh on this point because I feel like I would understand. I've been wanting, honestly, to do YouTube stuff since I was a kid. When I first discovered, like, whatever OBS was before OBS, I think, like, Bandicam and stuff like that, the old, like, softwares where it would record your screen and, like, you could record your voice and video and stuff. I've wanted to do that for so fucking long, and I just never did, because I always thought, I'm not gonna make it. Like, I don't have some fancy dancy setup. I can't afford that shit. I'm unemployed right now, as you can clearly tell. But I understand that point of, like, wanting to be involved doing YouTube and shit. I get that. What I don't understand is what any of this backstory has to do with literally anything people are talking about right now. The Adam McIntyre situation, the documentary shit, age-shaming Peter Mon, leaving sunflower emojis on everyone's fucking videos, the whole Gavin situation. That has nothing to do with the documentary, nothing to do with Adam McIntyre, nothing to do with Peter Mon, any of that. He screwed over Gavin. He and Studio 71 screwed over Gavin. And for legal reasons, so I don't get fucking sued, I have to say allegedly. Please do not sue me. If you want to come for me, Josh, go ahead. Because I tell you what right now, I might be a little bit soft, but I ain't taking no shit from you. No shit from you. Because I don't need to, Josh. You are twice my age. Adam McIntyre is younger than me by like a year or two, I think. So, like, you want to come for me, come for me. But I ain't responding to shit. Unless it's public like this and all the other drama commentary YouTubers respond to it. I don't think I would identify myself as a drama commentary YouTuber. If this does well or something, or if like there's drama I want to cover, sure. But I just pop out silly, stupid videos like 3 times a year maybe, over like GMVs and like compilations and shit like that. Like, I'm not consistent. So like, if this is something you want to see, if anyone watches this, just let me know. I'll try my best. Alright. We are only 20 seconds into this. What you've seen of me has shifted over the years. Yes, it fucking has. Often being filtered again through clips, commentary, and interpretation. I've always known my perspective and what was actually happening, but that hasn't always been the version that made it out. Yes, people make mistakes. I, for one, have never made the mistake of being in group chats with minors. I've never communicated with minors the same way that you have, Joshua. You and Colleen were a match made in hell, I'll tell you that. Oh boy, here we go. Recently, I was in early talks about participating in a documentary and nothing was finalized. Really? Because in your DM to Adam, you had said that you had signed on to it. Your 2 friends signed on to it. I forget their names, they're not even relevant. And your wife Pamela signed on to it. And yes, I'm saying her name because she's a public fucking figure on YouTube right now. You brought her into this too, Josh. So don't say, oh, we're bringing your wife into it and like she just wanted a quiet life. So did you. You wanted the quiet life too, and then you did this. This is your doing, Josh. You can't blame anyone right now but yourself. It seemed genuine and worth considering. I'm sorry, I'm pausing mid-sentence right there. Genuine and worth considering? It was a BuzzFeed documentary. We just found that out like not that long ago. It was all out in the open now. It was fucking BuzzFeed. What do you mean genuine and worth considering? And also, another thing is, a documentary would be the same thing as what Swoop did back in 2023, when this all just collided into shit. Swoop did a phenomenal fucking job. Her and her team, which by the way, her team is like 2 other people, her and her team did a fantastic fucking job. And in my opinion, unless something was changed, unless there's new players in the game that were involved, like the other victims, Oliver, Becky, Ella, Alex, if they had more to say, go for it. I can't say anything because I had no clue who Colleen was, like, even as a person, or Miranda Sings, until the fucking ukulele video. Because that just wasn't my kind of content I would watch on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for like many, many years now. Including my channel, but I've been watching YouTube videos since I was a kid. I had never seen Miranda Sings or Colleen Ballinger until the ukulele video. So she fucked herself over with that one for sure. It seemed genuine and worth considering. It was BuzzFeed. So I reached out to Adam in good faith and received no response, which was totally fine. It apparently wasn't totally fine, Josh, because you threw a fucking hiss fit. It all changed and caught me completely off guard to see him talk about it so publicly and so negatively. This is what pisses me off, not gonna lie. The Colleen Ballinger snark, completely flipped the fucking script and turned on Adam for saying no to a documentary because he's been through enough. He's been through enough. And they're all like, oh, well, he makes videos on Colleen and Rachel and shit, like, still. And it's like, yeah, so does all the other drama commentary YouTubers because they're doing new shit. A documentary like this would just bring up the same shit that already happened in his childhood that he went through, the abuse that Josh went through, and also participated in. So it's like, what's the point in bringing it up again if it's all been said? Now, if something like, if Oliver wanted to tell their story, I'm saying there because I don't know their pronouns, I'm sorry. If Oliver wanted to tell their story, they should. But I found a theory, I don't know how true it is, that Swoop wasn't able to go through their story because Trent Ballinger is a private citizen or whatever. So they would have a lot of legal issues if they did that. I don't know how true that is. I just saw people saying it on like Reddit and stuff before. Sorry, there's something in my eye. And if they want to tell their story on a documentary, who are we to say no? That's their story. That's their trauma. That's their shit they went through. So they should be allowed to talk about that. But as far as like the shit with Adam specifically, why do they need Adam so bad? Was it because Josh was gonna get paid if Adam was on there? And without the main guy Adam, the documentary can't be made, so he's not gonna get paid. That's my opinion. That's my theory. Allegedly, don't sue me. We were still in early off-record conversations. Off-record? No, well, just exploring ideas, nothing set. Watching something that small be framed so confidently for thousands and thousands of people was unsettling, and I reacted from a place of confusion and hurt. Okay. I get how it can be overwhelming. Especially because Adam's audience is quite big and very loyal. I am one. Muckers, please do not attack me. I am one of you. I understand how that can be overwhelming to just suddenly have all this attention on something that you wanted to do. However, Josh, speaking directly to you right now, you overreacted, like bad. You could have just written Adam privately and been like, hey man, I don't really like how you came off aggressively. Can we talk in private? In a DM. Even a phone call. Just something. And I understand that you and Adam weren't besties or anything, but from my understanding, you both had a bit of, I guess, mutual respect towards each other. Like, you weren't close, you weren't besties, but you were civil, you know? Like, you weren't beefing, but you also weren't, like, hanging out every 2 seconds, you know? So, I just feel like, Josh, you could have literally done anything else, but you left a long-ass ChatGPT-ass comment under his video expressing your displeasure of him not wanting to be in a fucking Colleen documentary in the big 2026. Buddy! But you know what? No, I take back buddy. You're not my fucking buddy. Dude. You're ridiculous. You're fucking insane. What is wrong with you? I mean, it just... whatever. I let my fear take over and I said and posted things I shouldn't have. I went too far, I was rude, especially to Gavin. Yes, especially to Gavin. You fucked Gavin over so fucking bad. It was ridiculous. And you know what? For as much shit as you can give Adam McIntyre, if you have shit to say about him, go ahead. But you can't say that he isn't dedicated. You can't say that he isn't loyal to the people that like him, that he likes, that are his colleagues on the YouTube space. Because when I watched that fucking live stream, and it got me choked up when I first saw it. And I went back to that clip and I still got choked up. He was reacting to Gavin's video on live stream, and Gavin was sobbing and crying his heart out because he didn't know if he was going to be able to afford to be home. He didn't know if he would be able to afford his bills. He thought he was going to be homeless by July because you took his fucking money. You took his money, and then you got pissed at him for asking for it because you were too busy getting pissed at Adam fucking McIntyre for a documentary that he doesn't need to be in. You're ridiculous, Josh. Gavin deserves all the apologies from you because you fucked him over so royally. You're disgusting for that. And Adam on his live stream, he got up at that part. He got up from his seat. He left to get his wallet. And he put 1,000 pounds, whatever that is in US dollars, I don't know, 1,000 pounds directly to Gavin's Ko-Fi, coffee, whatever it's called. Directly. 1,000 pounds. That is over 1,000 US dollars. And that was just from Adam. Do you realize how many donations people have made since then? My cat just knocked something over, I think. Do you realize how much support Gavin has had over this? Now he doesn't have to worry about being homeless. Now he can pay his fucking bills on time. All because you, Joshua, didn't want to give him his fucking money that he earned. And you were still taking 10% of it. You're fucking ridiculous, Josh. You're disgusting and you're ridiculous. So yes, you do owe an apology to Gavin. And you say it on this. Gavin, I'm sorry. I spoke to you out of anger and panic instead of remaining professional. My work life and private life collided. No, it didn't. No, it didn't, Josh. Let it be known as well, I've only seen Fat Sajak's response to this video, and that was yesterday. I don't remember half of the video Josh made, so I am reacting just almost blindly. Because I also forgot like half of Fat Sajak's video, I'm not gonna lie. So, no you didn't, Josh. Your work life and private life collided because of you. And I know that you know that's your fault. That is on you. However, your work life was removed from your private life at this point until you brought it up. Gavin gave you a long-ass email saying that he was scared. He didn't know if he would even be able to live until July because he didn't have the fucking money from May or June because you and probably Studio 71 allegedly held it. You fucked Gavin over. And that shouldn't have fucking happened. That shouldn't have happened. Your work life and private life didn't collide until you merged them together. The only time in Gavin's email he even mentioned the drama around Adam McIntyre and you and the documentary and shit was a footnote in the email. And he was concerned, Josh. He was concerned for you. And concerned for his funds that you took from him. My work life and private life collided and I didn't handle it well. No, you didn't. You didn't deserve that. No, he didn't. Gavin deserved better from you. He got on video and he cried his fucking heart out, and it broke my heart watching. He shouldn't have had to do that. Because you should have been a decent fucking YouTube manager. If that's all you knew, and all you wanted to do was be a YouTube manager and help other creators, why didn't you? Why did you use AI? Why did you use ChatGPT or whatever the fuck? Why was one of the first sponsors you suggested fucking BetterHelp? Out of all of them, BetterHelp? Seriously, Josh? You've been on the internet longer than me. And I had unrestricted internet access as a child. So, we both know damn well how the internet is. I only got in drama commentary, like started watching it about a year or two ago, because I saw Adam McIntyre talk about the Colleen thing, and I went back and watched Colleen's ukulele video, I watched reactions to it, I watched all of Adam's videos on it. But all of that, along with other other commentary people, and how all of them say, don't sign on with BetterHelp. I get pissed when some of my favorite YouTubers accept a BetterHelp sponsorship. People call them out, they still fucking do it. And it sucks. Because they should know. Josh, you should know. You're a fucking YouTube manager. Well, you were, because now you're fucking fired. Bitch. What I said wasn't true, and I should have never said it. I believed in you from the start and still do. If you really believed in Gavin from the start, why did you suggest AI bullshit to him? Why did you act as if you've been watching Gavin's videos for like a year, but you had no clue how he did any of his content? I haven't seen a Gavin video outside of the one he did where he read the emails out and cried on camera, and then the update one. And even I can tell that his content is nothing like you suggested. And I only watched those 2 fucking videos. I read a lot of comments, but I only watched those 2 videos. If anyone should benefit from this entire chaotic situation, it's the one person whose work actually brings something positive to this world. That's you, and I mean that completely. Do I even need to say anything? To the people I worked with, thank you. You believed in me and gave me an opportunity I am genuinely grateful for. In a world after being a YouTube creator, it felt like my options were limited. It was all I had known for so long, and I didn't know what else I could realistically do. I understand that. Me personally, I've only had one fucking job. I'm not proud of that. I want to get another job. Circumstances are, tough right now, and it's hard to do that. So I get thinking, okay, well, this is all I know how to do. It's all that's on my resume or whatever. So the logical step would be to continue doing it. I get that, Josh. However, you're not good at it. You're not fucking good at it. So really, the only thing you know how to do, you're not fucking good at it. So please, I was gonna say put the fries in the bag, but that would be doing a disservice to fast food workers. They deserve more than that, Josh. It was all I had known for so long, and I didn't know what else I could realistically do. When the opportunity came to work in creator management, it felt like the most natural next step. I thought maybe I could be good at it too. Well, you weren't. Looking back, I now see the documentary and being a YouTuber manager very differently. Do you? I'm doing the white people face. I think I believed that I had no choice but to stay connected to this world, like I had to walk away from being a creator but still carry the weight of it with me, simply because I couldn't imagine my life existing without it. I tried to make it work. It clearly didn't. You're right. It clearly fucking didn't, Josh. It didn't. Also, I'm just now realizing when I upload this video, it's gonna be really weird because I'm filming on my phone. I tried recording with my camera, but unfortunately, this isn't like a recording camera, it's a photographer camera. I am a photographer. So that didn't work. So I have my phone just like sitting on my tripod. Yeah, it didn't work. For those wondering, yes, I no longer work for Studio 71 anymore. Good. Like, listen, I don't want anyone to lose their jobs, especially in this fucking economy, okay? I'm unemployed, and I know that. I'm trying to get a job. I'm trying, man, okay? I might have to become a fucking YouTuber if it doesn't work. However, if you're not good at your job and you're scamming people, basically, allegedly, then yeah, you deserve to lose your job. If that was any other fucking job out there and you weren't good at it, you would most likely be fired. At the very least, written up. Very least. Losing my job was painful, but it gave me something I didn't expect. Perspective. Perspective for fucking what, Josh? That you were being a complete douche nozzle the entire time? That you were borderline harassing Adam McIntyre, threatening to confront him at VidCon, which, by the way, he had to hire his own extra security outside of what VidCon gave him, because he was so scared and so nervous that you would show up and try to hurt him in some way. He's 23, Josh. I'm 24, almost 25. If someone threatened me like that to follow me somewhere that I was going where it was supposed to be a safe place for me, to the point where I had to hire my own security, I'd be scared out of my fucking mind. I'm a woman. Women have to fear constantly going out because of obvious reasons. And Adam McIntyre's a gay man. Like, he's also in a marginalized community, a minority community. Do you realize how scared he might have been? And like, I don't think Adam said he was terrified or anything, but I'm sure deep down he was fucking worried. Because he hired extra fucking security just in case. Specifically for you, Josh. Because you freaked him out enough to do that. You threatened to confront him at VidCon. I realize I don't have to keep finding new ways to work within this online space. What? I realized I don't have to keep finding new ways to work within this online space. I'm not bound to it because of my past, even though I genuinely believed it was a world that would always define me. Girl, I need some water after this. Oh my god. I got a big ass water bottle. It's a new one. It has like a click on it and then thirsty. Because of that, I don't want to keep trying to be understood and valued in it anymore. Josh, why are you trying to play the victim card in this? Do you think we're fucking stupid? I'm stupid. But not this fucking stupid, okay? You cannot gaslight an entire community of people and entire comment sections and just other people just reacting to it. You can't gaslight us into thinking, oh, woe is me, like, Adam bullied me when he was 12. Whatever. When I look back, I don't see someone who set out to hurt people. I see someone who tried, someone who cared, someone who created from his heart and sometimes got it wrong. I don't see someone who set out to hurt people. Josh? What the fuck did I just say? Do you think we're stupid? Do you think we're dumb? Because we're not. Most of us, anyway, we're not. You had the intention of upsetting people, at the very least. Whether or not they felt hurt, and that wasn't your intention, whatever. But you upset people. And you only came after the gay men, the openly gay men on YouTube. No matter what their following was, no matter what content they made, you came after them. Not that I want people like Vangelina and Fat Sajak to be attacked by this fucking lunatic. But it's very interesting how he never commented or addressed Vangelina Skov or Fat Sajak or what was the other one? I don't know if she's queer though. But there was a few other commentary channels that Adam McIntyre specifically mentioned before. Okay. Honestly, a lot of my life became about trying to explain myself in different ways, hoping that if I just said it right this time, I'd finally be seen correctly. You're not correct, Josh, in any of this. Some people aren't looking for truth. They're not looking for context. They're not looking for you at all. They're anxiously waiting to see what parasocial moment they can cling to next. Who to be mad at, who to expose, who to root for. Every channel feeds off of each other. Mr. Three First Names, I tell you what right now. Damn right. Damn right I am. Because you know what? You and your drama shit single-handedly inspired me to make this fucking video right here. Because I finally thought, you know what? Bite the bullet, go for it, make the fucking video. Make the fucking video, Lex. So yeah, actually, I am making this video because of Adam McIntyre, because of Angelina Scott, because of Fat Sajak, because of Peter Mon, because of Gavin Reads It All, because of what you did, Josh. You fucked up. I've got a lot to say about it, clearly. This video is going to be way over an hour long. I'm pulling a Peter Mon. I'm not editing anything. I'm not clipping anything together. Whatever. It's all one take. I'm not editing shit. If you watch it, then watch it. If not, it's fine. I mean, if you're already this far, you're in for it anyway, so, you know. Sorry, it's been a long time since I talked for this long without stopping. I need water. And in that space, trying to be seen is already a losing game. Loving you is a losing game. Fuck you, Josh. Because the intention was never to see you in the first place. Who needs to see you, Josh? I know there's a phrase of, there is no perfect victim. No one's perfect. I understand you were in an abusive marriage with Colleen Buttfuck. But that doesn't give you an excuse to continue being ex-buttfuck. You know? You're just being an asshole. Yes, you are a victim in her abuse. But you can also be a perpetrator. Okay? You can also be a complete douche knock. Coming up with all kinds of words today. Listen, I don't want you to hurt yourself. I don't want you to relapse and fall back into the alcoholism, okay? I want you to be okay. I want you to live a good life. Because you don't deserve to be homeless like Gavin almost was. You don't deserve to go through more alcoholism and more pain or any of that. You don't deserve it. No one deserves it. Now, I've been watching a lot of Peter Mon lately, outside of this, but just in general. I watch his vlogs. They're very entertaining. Really love that guy. I've learned a lot from him, actually, just as a viewer. And at first I was with Adam. Obviously I'm still with Adam, like on his side, in that, Josh, you don't deserve shit. But now that some time has passed and I've watched other videos, gotten more perspective and shit like that, Josh, you deserve happiness, but you're not gonna find it here. You're just not. I wish you the best, and I hope you get the help you need, because you clearly fucking need it. And I think this is the last slide here. Sorry, I keep adjusting. I worked out earlier and my legs hurt. I know it doesn't look like it. I only just started. Like, I know my arms are flabby and big. I get it. Y'all don't need to comment how big I am. I get it. I see it. But I'm, like, very, very recently, as in, like, this week, I'm trying to be healthier and, like, work out and eat better and shit, so fingers crossed that I meant to do this. But peace sign works too. Fingers crossed it all works out fine, because I do want to move around and, like, lose some weight and stuff like that. Anyway, should I be just, like, a drama commentary, but, like, take advice from Peter Mon and just talk about my life half the time, but then respond to the drama, like, the second half? Should I do that? Because I'm kind of having fun with this, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, it is time to rip off the final band-aid, says Josh, not ripping off the final band-aid, because there was another one right under it. I am okay with letting go, clearly not. I gave it all I could, and I'm proud that I tried so hard for so long. Buddy, we're not fucking Linkin Park, okay? You tried hard to discredit people and to try to ruin their reputations. You tried hard with that, but it didn't work. You know why? Because we see through you, Josh. We're not fucking stupid. And I'm sorry, my air keeps going off and on. I have it on eco. I can't have it blowing the entire time because I am actually pretty chilly right now. At the end of the day, I was just a kid who loved making videos, who was in love with love. You know who was a kid, Josh? It wasn't you. It was Adam fucking McIntyre. 12 years old, being bullied, gaslit, and groomed by your ex-wife while you sat there and watched it happen. You let it happen. You could have stepped in and stopped it. You were an adult. And you are a grown fucking man. And that is not ageist to say. Because at some point in time, you need to learn how to take accountability. I'm 20 fucking 4. And I've learned that. Through personal experiences, through my life. But clearly, some of us didn't get the fucking memo. Also, someone who was in love with love. Where have we heard that before? Swoop Doc. Your interview with Swoop. You are in love with love. That's what you said when recounting your experiences with Colleen Buttfuck. You were in love with love. So are you still in love with her? Do you still want Colleen? I don't know how you could, but at the same time, match made in hell, in my opinion. I tried a lot, I learned a lot, and I failed a lot too. Yes, you have. I spent years hoping that if I just explained myself better, I'd finally be understood. But I don't think that's the point anymore. No, Josh, the point is that you were being a complete dick. You were being an asshole to everyone around you. Because Adam didn't want to do a fucking documentary about his childhood trauma, the shit he went through. He was groomed, Josh. You weren't. Yes, you were in an abusive marriage. You can talk about that all you want. You're a victim in that. You're allowed to talk about that. You should. But to me, it seems like you don't want to talk about it unless you're getting a fucking paycheck. Now, I don't know if Swoop paid you. I know Adam McIntyre said that Swoop didn't pay him and that, you know, he didn't need to be paid. None of the other victims were paid. Why would they need to be? It's a documentary. And like Peter Mon said, you usually don't get paid for being in a documentary. So did Swoop pay you, or did she not pay you and then you got pissed about that? Because Adam said, behind the scenes, in my opinion, I think, don't sue me, allegedly, all that shit, that you were on the phone screaming at Swoop because you were upset you didn't get the big payout or whatever you deserved. And that you were calling Adam names. Names in which, assuming this is Swoop, names in which they didn't even want to repeat to Adam. Names in which they didn't even want to suggest to Adam. So that, combined with the fact that, Josh, you only went after Adam, a gay man, Peter Mon, a gay man, and Gavin Reads It All, a gay man, I'm assuming you used the F slur. I can't say it. I'm not a gay man. So I ain't gonna say it. But that's just my opinion. That's a lot of people's opinions from what I've read. But I'm just assuming that you used the slur against Adam. Now, that was only from Adam's live stream in which he talked about it. No one else said anything, so listen, I trust Adam, but I don't want to, like, accuse anyone of anything. So this is all just my opinion, this is speculation, this is theories, allegedly, all that shit. I think my light's about to burn out. I'm just grateful I got to make things. Grateful I got to share them. Grateful for the good, the bad, the confusing, all of it. Grateful for harassing and attacking other people online? Okay. Oh. Okay, there's one more. No, there's two more. Thanks for being on the ride with me. When you're given the chance to choose a better way, try to choose it every time. And forgive yourself when you don't. That's the goal. Get back up, do better, try again. Okay. When you're given the chance to choose a better way, try to choose it every time and forgive yourself when you don't. Josh? Listen, this video is already an hour, and I'm just reacting to a fucking 3-minute video that you put out. I'm sorry, that's my water bottle. I don't want to repeat myself. I don't. But this is some hypocritical bullshit. It really is. That's the goal. Get back up, do better, try again. Now, I watched Fat Sajak's video on this specific video. You want to know what she pointed out? Is that Colleen recently uploaded a vlog. I don't follow Colleen on anything, never have, never fucking will. Fuck that bitch. She was vlogging on a plane, which, by the way, disrespectful, I think. Why would you vlog on a plane? At least Adam was, like, in first class or wherever. I don't know plane terms. I've never flown. But at least Adam was, like, in his own section. Colleen was on, like, just the regular seats. Oh my god, my throat's starting to hurt. But she was crying and saying something along the lines of, you know, when things happen, you get back up. You do better. And you try and try and try again. Josh, either you're watching Colleen, or you two are still in sync somehow. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Forever and always, be nice to people, be nice to yourself, and au revoir? Why'd he spell it like that? OREVWA. Josh. Are you fucking kidding me? Au revoir. Is that the end of it? That's the end of it. Josh, you're insane. You're fucking insane. Au revoir. Oh, Jesus Christ! Why is there more? Why is there so much? Josh! Oh my god! Why is there more? You edited it? Girl. Girl. You know what? I am going to try my best to not cut myself off like I did with that 3-minute fucking video that turned to an hour. And I'm just gonna read the comment that he left on his own video. It's pinned, and he made it a community post as well on his channel. I'm just gonna read it. God, there's so fucking much. After seeing how the internet is responding to everything over the last couple weeks, I wanted to make myself extremely clear about what I chose to leave as my final words. I drank too much water. Cue eye rolls from Adam and those like him? Josh! Are you talking about the gay men that you came after? Because, in my opinion, allegedly, I sense a little bit of fucking homophobia from you, Josh. And that's not okay. If you want to come after them for their opinions, or whatever, go for it. It's all subjective anyway. You know? Whatever. But to come after them for their sexuality is disrespectful, first off. And also, homophobic! As for Adam, I stand by every single word. Are you sure about that? I was naive enough to trust him, but the I doesn't have like the little dots, so it says knave. I've done it before, so I can't judge. This is someone who went from being a teenage bully to pretending to be an ally to spending years maintaining what I thought was a consistent understanding of mutual respect and casual support. Girl, a teenage bully. He was 12 being groomed by your ex-wife while you stood there and watched it happen. You both made amends after Adam came out with his own video. By the way, after Cody fucking Tyler called it all out first, because they wanted to get a new fucking laptop. You know what? I want to get a new fucking laptop too. I ain't gonna make up some drama and shit and air out anyone else's personal traumas. Fuck you, Cody. To be absolutely clear, I never agreed to be in a documentary. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You signed on to it. Josh, are you My throat is hurting. I've been yelling. Josh, you signed on to it. You said so to Adam. You said so to Gavin. You said so yourself in another video. What do you mean you never signed on to it? Or agreed to be in it or whatever the fuck? Yes, you did! I wasn't trying to make a comeback. Yes, you were. And I didn't want to make YouTube videos again. Well, you started. You started making YouTube videos your wife was posting to. You obviously wanted something out of it. I was living a quiet life. All I did was have 3 entirely off-the-record conversations with some people who were potentially considering a project. Josh, you just gave me allergies. I sneezed because of you. Off the record. Sure, DMing Adam or whatever. But then, before that, the documentary people reached out to Adam. He was frustrated. You reached out to him. You knew they had reached out to him already. And he was frustrated because he kept being reached out to, and he already said no, Josh. And the documentary crew, by the way. No means no. He said no like a dozen fucking times to you people. This is starting to be victim blaming. Allegedly. I was excited about it. Excited? If it was a documentary like Swoops, you were excited to air out personal trauma? What is wrong with you? I have personal trauma that I want to air out sometimes. To a therapist. I don't have one currently. I want to go to one. You know what I don't do, Josh? Air it out online for everyone to see. For my million subscribers. I don't have that anyway, but still. Out of pure courtesy, I reached out to Adam privately to ask if he wanted to be a part of it. If he had just told me it was a bad idea, I would have listened. I trusted him. We would have talked it out and none of this nightmare would have ever happened. Josh. Josh. It's your doing. You talked to him and he responded and said, leave me out of it. And then you got pissy that he made a live stream saying that he didn't want to be part of it. He didn't name names. He didn't name you. He didn't name the production company. He didn't name any of it until you commented publicly on his video. And you know what, Josh? There might have been a few people in his live stream comments that were like, oh, is it Josh? It could be Josh. Josh. You know what, though? It was more than you. You see what you want to see, Josh. And that was you. You were clouded by your own self. That you didn't see the other people suggesting Cody Tyler, Trisha Paytas even, Colleen herself, Corey DeSoto, one of the other victims maybe. You didn't see any of that. You just saw your name and said, well, they all know it's me now. When Adam didn't say shit until you came out and said it. This is a long-ass comment. I'm so sorry. This was going to be a long-ass video. I'm so sorry. Instead, he chose to completely ignore my message behind the scenes. He took that private courtesy, flipped the entire script, and decided my real life was better used as malicious content. Josh. We're not doing this again. We're not fucking doing it again. I sat there like an idiot, utterly dumbfounded, watching him rewrite our entire dynamic in real time. What dynamic? You guys have met twice. Once with Swoop. What dynamic did you two have? He, Adam McIntyre, showed the DMs. He even censored out shit because you trauma dumped on him. You talked about your mental health and shit when it had nothing to do with anything. Oh, girl, I might have to take a break. Still have my mouth. Ugh. And also, you fell to your knees sobbing. And made sounds you never thought would come out of you. Girl, that's what happens when I eat Taco Bell, okay? I also fall to my knees sobbing and make sounds I never thought would come out of me after Taco Bell. I get it. What kills me is the sheer duplicity of it. Back in 2020, he reached out and apologized to me for everything he did. We didn't become best friends, but we absolutely made amends. Yes. We were chill like that during the height of the Swoop documentary in 23, but from that moment on, it felt like a real shift. It wasn't just online support. We finally met in person, he introduced me to his mom, and we all got together after the dust settled just to connect. Yeah, to hang out for a bit. That doesn't mean you're besties. I've hung out with like 100 different people in my life that I never considered my best friend. I have best friends. But if they started acting like this, we wouldn't be best friends no more. I try to help them get help, and then I'm out. I ain't dealing with that shit. They had gone out and grabbed a plate of light snacks like fruit and veggies, and none of us touched it because our nerves were running so high. What does that have to do with any of this? Soon after, he made a video playfully laughing about how we didn't eat the food, and I even commented back to apologize and say we were all just incredibly nervous. We were casually friendly like that. It was real, it was respectful, and it felt safe. Josh, here's the thing. I saw those posts. I saw all of them. I think all of them. For once, you're not lying in this. You guys were too nervous to eat. You were just hanging out. You guys felt safe with each other because you guys had made amends. And his mom was there. And I'm fairly certain that's the same time when Swoop was there as well. I could be wrong. But that doesn't mean you're close and besties and all that other shit, you know? That just means you hung out one time, made amends, had some fucking fruit, and then went home. That doesn't mean nothing. So how do you go from that to a live stream pulling a complete 180? Because you wrote him and wouldn't leave him the fuck alone, Josh. Stop trying to gaslight us. Stop trying to play the fucking victim. He hopped online to publicly shade me and the people I love for even considering that project. Josh. You're annoying me. You're annoying me so bad. By the way, this is a necklace that I bought off of Etsy. It's based on the Tomb Raider. I don't think the Etsy listing is there anymore. I gotta repaint it. I've had this for years now. But I love it. I love this necklace. Isn't it cute? And when that wasn't enough, he kept making videos doubling down day after day, entirely intent on destroying my character. You destroyed your own character, Josh. You fucked up. You were in everyone's good fucking graces since the Swoop doc. Then you go after Adam. He says no to a documentary. You pull a hissy fit in his comments. He calls you out. And then all of a sudden you start threatening him. See you at VidCon, bro. That was when he brought up VidCon, throwing it out there like some final proof that I was creepy the whole time. Josh. Stop. Just stop. This isn't doing you any favors. He told his audience that I pulled him away from everyone, insisting we had to go outside, and then talked his ear off for an hour. Anyone in their right mind knows I'm not the one to say, let me grab you and pull you away from everyone so I can talk to you alone. I was there for work. I saw him, tapped him on the shoulder, and thought we ended up having a really genuine interaction that day. I never asked to leave the group we were standing in. You were the one who suggested it, Adam. You said, let's go outside, not me. Okay, who cares how that went down, really? Like, absolutely no offense to Adam. At all. I love Adam's content. He sometimes has opinions I don't agree with, but that's how I think it should be on the online space. We shouldn't be as parasocial as we are. Who cares how it went down? The ending is, you did go outside, you guys talked, and that was it. If you were there for work, then you were just there for work. Who cares? But you guys just talked, and that's it. I don't see anything deeper here. The way he depicts it now is insanely immature and manipulative. Josh, if anyone's being immature and manipulative, it's fucking you. You're being ridiculous. I could sit here and dissect every single little thing you went and made videos about after this whole documentary fiasco that you created. You wouldn't leave him alone. What do you mean he created it? The documentary people reached out. He said no. You reached out knowing he said no to the documentary people to try to convince him to come on, and he still said no. And then you threw a fucking hissy fit and wouldn't leave him alone. Listen, I get that Adam can be slightly controversial in some opinions he has. I remember when he uploaded the About Olivia from H3 thing. The comments were fucking dogging on him like crazy. And now look, I don't hardly know shit about H3. But I know that they're Zionists, they're complete dickwads, and that Olivia chose to go back and work with them, knowing what they were. So that's on her, no one else. And just because you're friends with someone doesn't mean you can't call them out. You should call out your friends if they're doing bad things, if they're doing something that's controversial, if they're doing something that you probably don't agree with, especially if it's working with Zionists and pedophiles. I don't know, it pisses me off the way people like just come for Adam for like the opinions he has sometimes. And I get not every opinion he has is gonna be great. Okay, I get it. But sometimes y'all are a little fucking ridiculous, okay? And by y'all, I'm not talking about the muckers. You guys are great. I think you guys are amazing people. Most of y'all. I know there's a few bad eggs. But much like literally any community online, there's gonna be a few bad eggs, okay? That's just how it is. I could sit here and dissect every single little thing you went and made videos about after this whole documentary fiasco you created. I could pull apart every single lie and tell the real side of the story, the side where things didn't happen the way you claim, but you sure want your viewers to think it did. Then Josh, do it. This is giving Colleen's ukulele video. Oh, I'm gonna pull out their facts and receipts and but you guys don't want that because you guys are just gonna make drama videos anyway, so I'm not gonna pull out any receipts and facts. I'm just doing Adam's ukulele. If you have the receipts and you can pull apart every lie, why don't you, Josh? I noticed too that Adam had put receipts, as in screenshots and DMs. He keeps everything. He's classy like that. The only time in your original video you put any sort of evidence was your own fucking comment that you reread. What's that gonna do for you? All of a sudden, after years of being completely cool, you rewrite history. Because that is what Adam does. No wonder the muckers are all coming for you, man. And the Peter Mon fans. Are we monsters? Like Peter Mon fans, are we called monsters? Or like, is there like another, I don't know. I know there's granny panties, but like I'm on the younger side. So I don't know if I would be called a granny panty. I don't mind being called that as a Peter Mon fan. I just really like Peter Mon. The exact moment he thinks what you are doing doesn't fully align with what he wants, he makes a note of it. And eventually you just become content. I broke when he decided it was okay to drag my wife and my childhood best friend into his fictional narrative. You did that, Josh! Oh my god, this video is gonna be like 2 fucking hours long. I'm not cutting anything. I am human, I reacted, I defended the people I love. And because I dared to act human, I am sitting here jobless, watching the entire world dunk all over my name like hyenas tearing at bones. Josh, babe, listen to me. Listen to me real close and good right now. You need to take some accountability. You need to take accountability for your actions of what you did and what you said. Because it wasn't just Adam. It was Peter Mon and Gavin Reads It All. You were Gavin's YouTube manager. You fucked him over. Had nothing to do with all this drama. You fucked him over. And then age-shaming Peter Mon, leaving sunflower emojis on his videos and Adam's videos. The see you at VidCon bro. You brought your wife and your friends into it. They had signed on to a documentary that now you say wasn't going to be made. When you had signed on to it, but whatever. Now to Gavin. Here we fucking go. I know I already said, oh my god, how much is there? I know I've already said this, but I want to apologize here publicly too. I signed you because that was my job. The 90/10 contract, 90/10 contract split was discussed openly and entirely agreed upon over multiple discussions. You were only 2 months into a 12-month agreement when the internet drama with Adam started unfolding, and you decided to respond by dropping a novel of complaints trashing everything I've ever done. Josh, this is the most disrespectful thing you've said thus far. Out of everything you've said since this started, that is the most disrespectful thing. Gavin poured his fucking heart out to you. He was terrified he was gonna be fucking homeless by July 1st. And you dull that down to you saying that the internet drama with Adam was unfolding and that Gavin was trash talking me or whatever. He was fucking terrified. Now he's finally debt free because all the whole community came together and helped him because of what you did. I know I keep getting heated about this, but I can't fucking help it. This is insane, Josh. This is fucking insane. You could have made that poor man homeless. You. And you dull that down to just Gavin having complaints about shit you did. Yes, he did have complaints because you weren't doing your job correctly. You were fucking him over, and you were probably fucking the whole company over too. Not that that's a trustworthy company in the first place, allegedly. A few days later, I responded to you without empathy and became rude. I said things I fully regret, but I was human, Gavin. I felt like I was getting hit from every imaginable angle of my life, and I snapped. Oh, this Gavin situation pisses me off! And I know it pissed off all the commentary YouTubers I watch. I've already named all 4 of them. Fat Sajak, Evangelina Skov, Peter Mon, Adam McIntyre. The 4 main ones I watch constantly. I love all 4 of them. I almost said 3. There's 4. They were all heartbroken for Gavin. And as far as I know, every single one of them at the very least reached out to Gavin, if not donated directly to him, especially Adam McIntyre. He donated £1,000. I think that's like, what, 1,200 in US dollars? I don't know exactly. I'm not good with conversions. But he donated that much. The Muckers were donating. Peter Mon's fan base was donating. Fat Sajak's fan base was donating. Evangelina Skov's fan base was donating. All the other drama commentary YouTubers out there, they were donating or asking the audience to help them, to help Gavin. And Josh, you want to just dull that down to, oh, well, Gavin said mean things about me. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. Fuck you, Josh. That snap cost me my livelihood because it's your fault. You took my response, made a video blasting it, and turned it into content. Jesus Christ. Josh, this is pissing me off so bad. Don't mind my hair. I have showered. It's just, it's muggy. We're under a heat wave. My hair's gonna be wild. And I haven't cut it in a while, so it's growing out again. Let's be real. If I had been any other corporate manager, someone without a public history, without a target on their back, without years of drama attached to their name, you never would have made that video. Listen, I don't watch Gavin. I'm not really interested in book talk or booktube or whatever they call it. Nothing against them. Nothing against Gavin. Gavin seems like a genuine man, such a sweetheart. He did not deserve this. But I'll tell you what. People make call-out posts, call-out videos. They submit complaints and forms. They do all that shit for regular corporate managers. I did it when I had my first job. And my first job was a fucking fast food place. The manager there, not a good person. At all. I submitted complaints. Nothing ever came of it. But I still did it. I ended up quitting. I know that looks bad on me. And I get it. Haven't had a job since. I'm trying, but I feel like if this was someone that wasn't in the public eye, it just wouldn't have gotten as much traction as it did. He still would have made a video. He still would have complained. He still would have been upset. The point is, Josh, is that you are a public figure. You are someone in the internet space who's been in the internet space. You're not just some random person just doing their day-to-day 9-to-5 office job or whatever. You are an internet figure. So you can't use that what if on us. Because that doesn't apply here, Josh. I never stole from you. Yes, you have. Your channel has been fully released and your funds have been sent. Josh, I never stole from you. 2 seconds later, your funds have been sent. You had Gavin's money. You had his money. You can't deny that. It was either you or the company you worked for. But I'm assuming it was you, solely you, because you were taking the 10%. But all of his funds were going towards you first. Then you took the 10% and then you sent the rest of the funds to Gavin. But actually, no, you fucking didn't send them because Gavin said in his video that he hadn't gotten his May or June funds. So you almost made this man homeless over this bullshit. I wasn't even the one receiving the small percentage of your funds in the first place. I feel like that's a lie, but I'm also unfamiliar with Studio 71 as a whole. So I don't think I have much to say there, because I don't want to get sued. But I do remember our channel optimization discussion, when I told you that you needed to find viral moments and somehow tie them back to your book channel, so those views would trickle down and help build your audience out. Well, I'm glad this predictable mistake of mine was able to give you that exact viral moment. Winking emoji. Oh boy, this video's long enough and my legs are hurting. Oh god, don't look at my arms. I don't feel any ill will towards you. But the rest of it was... okay. Whatever. Your reaction was human too. You were put in a terribly bad situation and you absolutely don't deserve any hate or negativity from me. The truth is, the company acquisition happened and we just weren't able to give you all the resources I so badly wanted to give you. Okay. Then why did you act like you could? Why did you gaslight Gavin into signing a contract that he knew, that you knew, he wasn't going to be able to get out of? Thank God that they released him from the contract. He got out of it. He's fine now. He's got his money. He's got money from all the drama commentary communities. We're all on Gavin's side. I genuinely believe that in a few months' time, we would have reached a place where we could have done something great together, but we never got there. You were using AI, Josh. For the record, fuck AI. Fuck everything to do with AI. If you use AI, I just block you. There's no point. Because if you use it when it's obvious how controversial it is, how terrible it is for the environment, stealing from other artists, that ain't gonna fly. It don't work like that, Josh. I'm truly sorry for my part and how it ended, but I've always believed in you and your content. Go rock your thing, man. I wish you nothing but the best. If your opinion of me comes from watching gossip channels picking my actions apart, he put that in quotes, reaction videos, and people who only know weaponized fragments of my life, nothing I write here will change your mind anyway. Your level of consciousness isn't capable of receiving this, and I accept that now. You exist within a frequency that only you can change. Josh, listen. This is my first video ever doing something like this. Not my first video ever, like, as a whole. I've made other videos, like GMVs, stuff like that, gaming music videos. I've done, like, fake trailers. I've done compilations of a couple shows. I want to do a Game Grumps compilation eventually, which, by the way, Vangelina Scob also really likes Game Grumps. So, hey girl, if you're watching this, can we talk about Game Grumps? I really want to talk about Game Grumps with you. I love Game Grumps so much. They are my favorite YouTube channel. I love Grumps so much. I would love to talk about them with you. I'm so sorry if that came off as weird. I just really love Game Grumps, and I don't have anyone else in my real life except for my aunt, who watches it with me. But yeah. What do you mean your level of consciousness isn't capable of receiving this? Are you calling all of us stupid, Josh? Do you think we all just follow a narrative that, like, drama commentary YouTubers just put out and just assume we won't do our own research? I'll tell you right now, every single video and post that Josh has put out since this all started, I have watched, I have read, and I've even watched all of the drama commentary YouTubers that I follow react to all of it. I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of most, if not all, of what you've posted so far, Josh. But yeah, I guess my level of consciousness just... I guess it's not up to par, is it? I'm just too dumb for you, Josh. I am no longer auditioning for your forgiveness. I am done participating in a game designed to destroy a person's sanity. This isn't a dramatic exit. He said this isn't a dramatic exit. Girl, miss me with that shit, okay? This isn't a dramatic exit. You are the most dramatic fucking YouTuber I've seen in my entire life. And mind you, I don't follow drama commentary. Like, I don't know what James Charles is doing. I know he's a fucking sick man. But I don't follow shit like that, you know? I don't follow, like, beauty influencers or, like, I know of them. You know, I have seen videos here and there about them, but I don't follow every single thing they do. For some reason, I do follow every single thing with Colleen and with Gabby Hanna. I don't know why I like the drama of those two specifically, but I do. So those are like my most common videos I watch in between like all the drama commentary people. And now I guess Josh is in that mix. So Joshua David Evans is over. That's what you got rid of. That guy. Oh my god. Josh, we weren't trying to get rid of you. We wanted you to get fucking help. Because this clearly isn't healthy for you. This isn't good, Josh. Feel free to roll your eyes again, but existing here isn't for me. If I roll my eyes back any further, they're gonna pop out my head. I was walking away quietly to build a life that has absolutely nothing to do with this platform, this name, or this version of my existence. The people who actually know me don't need a comment section to tell them who I am, and a sea of parasocial parasites don't get to dictate who I become. Josh, I think you should become someone you should be proud of. Someone that you want to be. Someone that has maybe made mistakes in the past, but you are working on yourself to rectify those mistakes and make amends and take accountability. I think that's who you should become. But, you know, I'm just a parasocial parasite apparently, so fuck me, I guess, right? For anyone that reads this, days from now, maybe years, be someone who sits in love and stillness when the world encourages you to join the chaos. Be better because you can. Be better because they choose not to be. And at the end, there's a little red balloon emoji. Okay, I'm sorry, but what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with this? Be someone who sits in love and stillness when the world encourages you to join the chaos. Be better because you can. Be better because they choose not to be. Josh, genuinely, take your own advice. Be better. Be better, Josh. Because this is just sad. It really, really is. And you know what? I don't wish you harm. I don't wish you bad at all. I do wish that the Gavin situation hadn't happened, but it happened. You played a massive part in it. You fucked him over, and it wasn't fair to him. But it happened. And that was without all the drama and the documentary shit and whatever. That was before all that, Josh. You were already on a downward spiral before then. So you know what I think, Josh? I agree with Peter Mon in that he said, you relapse long before you pick up the drink or the drug. You relapse mentally. And I'm gonna tell you what, Josh. Despite what my username is on YouTube here, Lexiholic, I am not an alcoholic. I've never been. I don't do weed. I don't do any drugs. The only drugs I'm on are anxiety medication and the occasional Tylenol when I have my period. But those are prescribed. So I can't say that I've ever been under the influence at that point. I have drank quite a bit since I turned 21. I've gotten drunk. I've been at home, safe, or at least safe with people I trust, in bars, at their houses. I've never had the misfortune of falling into a spiral of wanting to be numb, wanting to drink your life away, wanting to do any of that. And I don't wish that on anyone. I don't wish that for you, Josh. I really, really don't. Whether you believe me or not, that's up to you, but I really don't wish that on you. I want you to be able to continue to be sober like you say you are. I want you to be able to continue living your life with your adorable cats. They are adorable. I can't lie. That video you posted, Josh, calling out Adam the first time with all the cats. Obviously, that was just like a manipulation thing, but I will say the cats are adorable. One of them looks like one of my cats that unfortunately passed away a bit ago. So the video did hit a little bit. At least seeing that kitten kind of took me off guard. That's just my own personal experience with it, though. But Josh, I do wish you the best. I do hope you get help. I understand what it is like to relapse. Because even though I didn't relapse with alcohol or drugs, never have, hopefully never will, I've relapsed in self-harm. And it is not fun. It's devastating. And thank God that I have family and friends that care for me the way they do. Especially when I first started self-harming. And no, I'm not going to censor myself for YouTube. If they want to demonetize me, go ahead. I ain't getting paid anyway. But when I first started, I was a teenager. I was very young. And it was emotional. It was very emotional. But I had the people around me that cared for me, that helped me, that made me get the help. And I understand relapsing even after you get help, even after you know there's people around you to help you. I get that, Josh. I really, really do. But if you have people around you that just don't care, that won't help you get the help that you need, that won't help you themselves, you're not going to get better. You're going to keep relapsing, and eventually you're going to pick up that drink again. I don't want that for you, Josh. I don't want you to suffer. I don't. I don't think anyone on here wants you to suffer. You said some harsh things. Drama commentary can say harsh things back. But no one wants you to die. No one wants you to suffer. No one wants you to relapse. But Josh, I fear that's already happened. Going from Peter Mon's, you relapse long before you pick up the drink or the drug, I think you've relapsed mentally. Because this is not healthy behavior. It's not. And listen, I'm not a psychiatrist. I haven't seen a therapist in quite some time. But from when I did see a therapist regularly, he was extremely kind. He was helpful. And I know the signs of a relapse, a mental one. I get it. I get it, Josh. But you, right now, I don't think you've posted since Oh, this comment was yesterday. Okay. 1 day ago, it says. It doesn't give me an exact date. So I'm assuming yesterday. Josh, what you need to do right now is tell your wife, Pamela, that you're not okay and you need to get help. Because being on the internet right now is not good for you. It's not healthy. You need to get off the internet and you need to get help. You really do. And I sincerely hope that you do get help and that you will be okay. Because you deserve to be okay, Josh. No matter what anyone says, no matter what I said in this video, no matter what Adam McIntyre said, Evangelina, Fat Sage IP, whatever. Whatever any of us said, all of us want you to get help. We want you to be okay. Whether or not their opinions change over time, whether or not my opinion changes over time, right now, I'm telling you directly, Josh, if you even watch this video, which I don't know if you will or not. Who knows if you're watching all of them about you? I know for certain you're watching Adam McIntyre's. But you need to get help, Josh. And I mean it. You really, really need to get help. So please, for your sake, if for no one else's, for your own sake, to be healthy and to be happy, get the help you need. Because this, Josh, this isn't it. This is dangerous behavior. This is disturbing behavior. It's not healthy. Well, that's all I really want to talk about today. Let me know if anyone watches this, let me know if you guys want like more videos like this. I'm really curious if this like can actually like be a thing I do. Maybe, I don't know. I might cover a few other things. Maybe Colleen, Gabby Hanna, I don't know. I do want to make videos on YouTube. I do actually want to start doing that. So let me know if you guys are interested. And yeah, I guess I'll see y'all in another video, or I'll see y'all in Peter Mon's comment section. Bye.